Hi guys, welcome back. So now, in automatic payment program, first of all, what is the prerequisites for automatic payment program? In the sense, what is the minimum configurations required if you have to configure automatic payment program, right? So what is the minimum configurations you must be having? So I'll just do one thing. I'll explain here this prerequisites, minimum configurations, and then as I said, like there are multiple different scenarios will be explained here in this tutorial. So those scenarios are also going to be explained one by one. But before that, okay, so if you have to configure this automatic payment program, guys, then minimum settings supposed to be there. That is enterprise structure and basic settings. Then GL setting also must be there. And then apart from this, basic account payable setting must be there because of course vendor master is required. Now here these configurations I'll show here in S4 HANA, right? Latest version. So now vendor master, in order to set up a vendor master, what we have to do? We have to set up in the form of BP, business partner, right? So those configurations also we have to do. Now, two things are there. Here, I'll just do one thing. So these minimum configurations I'll do here in this session and next session onwards. The APP related configurations will be shown. Now, so if we talk about this prerequisites, these are the settings which we have to do. I'll set up a new company code and then I'll perform all these configurations. Now, two things are there. If you're already having a company code and you want to proceed in that company code itself, and if you have already done these all settings, in the sense these basic settings, if you have already done, then you can skip this lecture and next session onwards you can watch the video next session onwards. Or else, if along with me, if you also want to do a fresh configurations from beginning, then you can perform these steps, okay, and complete all these configurations, and then you can do the configurations of automatic payment program. And now whatever the scenarios are there, those scenarios also will configure and test one by one. So here we'll start from this one, enterprise structure and basic setting. So minimum configurations we are going to do, guys, right? Minimum configurations means enterprise structure, simply we have to create the company code, then posting period variant, creation, assignment, and open and close the period. So these all things I'll explain. I won't explain the logic behind these things because this is already explained in my tutorial, other tutorial, right? So I'll simply do the configuration part so that quickly we can complete this. First of all, what we have to do, we have to create a company code OX02, create a company code, and better if you guys are also like create a new company code, so that then what is happening, guys, you guys are going to be familiar with these minimum settings. Whatever basic settings are there, you guys will be more familiar with these settings. Okay, so let me check here. I've already created multiple company code for Tata Motors. So 1, 2, 3 is not there. So I'll create TM03. Okay, I'll create TM03. You can create any company code, guys, whichever company code you want. You can create. Just save it. Give a country code only and save it. Now, so a company code creation is done. That's it. These are the minimum setting, guys. No need to create the company or business area and all. You can leave it. And then creation of company code. Then we have to create posting period variant, and assignment is also required, and apart from this, open and close posting period. So we'll do one thing. OB, first of all, OBBO. So same code, TM03 itself I'm going to keep here, right? Just save it. And assignment slash and OBBP. So the company code is TM03. Posting period variant is also TM03. Just save it and then open and close the posting period. Go to OB52 and here posting period variant TM03. Enter. Click on new entry. Here just do one thing. Give here. Okay. So this account type give plus. No need to give any what do you say, this one from account and to account. And I'm going to open the entire period here. Okay. 2024, or is like now 2024 will be finished soon. So we can keep like 2025. It's okay. Okay, so you can open the period for 1 year, 2 year, whatever it is. Okay, generally in real time, what happened, guys? For a single period only, it will be open. Remaining periods are closed. But this is just for the testing purposes and all, right? There might be a chances if you have to post a transactions for a future period to perform some settings from testings and all. So in that case, what I have done, I have opened the period for whole year. Okay, now, so this is done. What next? The next one is fiscal year variant, OB29. So again, I'll just do one thing, OB29 here, and already a fiscal year variant. I think maybe T1 is there or what? T1. So I'll T1. T3 is already created. So I'll just do one thing, guys. I'll use this T3 itself. Let me check here. Everything is fine. And yes, everything is fine. All the settings are fine only. Yes. So I'll use this T3. Okay. T3 I'll use. So just do one thing. Go to OB37 and assign this posting period variant to your company code. So I'll use T3 itself. Just save it, Control S, press enter. So this fiscal year variant is done, completed. Field status variant OBC4 and assignment is OBC5. So quickly I'll do it. As an OBC4 and assignment is OBC5, right? OBC4. It's taking time. Sometime maybe the server becomes slow or okay. So now here already I'm having, I think, let me check TM03 is there or not. It's not there. So just copy anyone. TM01 I've copied and make it TM03. Press enter. Click on copy all. Enter. Just save it. Okay. Then assignment will be C5, right? Company code TM03 and field status variant is also TM03 itself. Just save it. Press enter. What next? Number range. Yes, we have to create the number range FBN1, that is also required. So /NFBN1. And here TM03 is the company code. Click on interval, give a range here, current year, and 1000 to 1999 I'm going to give. You can give any range, but better to give this number range code 01 itself because mostly people are using 01, right? So better to give 01. Okay. So now enterprise structure basic setting, right? Tolerance group is still remain OBA4. So just do one thing, guys. You have to create a blank tolerance group OBA4. Logic I'm not explaining. I'll repeat again here. Logic I'm not explaining because these all things are already explained. So no need to repeat again and again, right? This is already explained in my tutorial SAP FICO for beginners and freshers, right? So there I have explained. So click on new entry. No need to enter anything here in group. Here you need to give your company code and then just give your 10 times 9, 5%. Your certain amount you can give. Here also certain amount and just save it. So this tolerance group OBA0, this is for users, and then OBA4 is there created. OBA0 also you have to create. New entry. Company code TM03. No need to give anything here. Now here Tata Motor. Specify one amount here. Just save it. Okay. So enterprise structure basic setting is completed. Then GL setting we have to create. We have to perform. That is OB13 means we have to create the chart of account. Quickly, I'll just do it. OB13. Create a chart of account here. So TM03 itself, I'm keeping the code here TM03, language your English, and then length 4 digit. That's fine. Just save it. Don't need to enter anything here in group chart of account. Go to OB62 and assign this chart of account with the company code here. So TM03 is my company code. Chart of account is also TM03. Just save it. What next, guys? The next one is account group OBD4. So just do one thing. Go to OBD4, and here already I think TM01 I have defined, right? So I'll simply copy this one. I'll copy this one and I'll make it TM03 here. Here also 3. Here also 3. Here also 3. And here also 3. Press enter and save it. Okay. So this is also done. Account group is also created. Written earning OB53. So just do one thing. OB53, and here chart of account is TM03 itself. Give text and just save it. Press enter. Enter. So written earning is completed. Then creation of GL account FS00. So right now at least 2 GL account we can create, and we can post the transactions to check that whether we have done all the configurations or not. So go to FS00 here and click on create button. Okay, if this kind of appearance doesn't appear, then here in setting we are having options, guys, in setting, and then you can click on hierarchy display and look at here for me display account in navigation tree. This is what is appearing. That is the reason this what is say appearance, in the sense the screen appearance is different, right? So for you, if it is appearing, that's fine. If for you, if this what is say if your GL account is showing in a different what is say format, or not format, we can say, right? We can say like the layout is different. In that case, you can perform this setting, right? Display account in navigation tree. Okay, so now, so I'll just do one thing right now. TM03 is my company code. No need to change the company code here, guys, right? Because if you change the company code, we have not created any GL account here. Mostly people make the mistake here. TM03, I'm giving, look at here, specify an existing value, right? We have not created any GL. So simply what I'll do, I have already created one GL here. So this GL itself, I'm going to make it TM03, right? Look at here, all these details are appearing for TM03, right? All the details are there, just save it. So this is copied for TM03, or else you can create also, and rent account also I'll just copy and I'll make it like for TM03. Okay, press enter. So if you don't have anything to copy, you can just select these things: non-operating expense or income, this account group expense account, then here the GL name, and INR only balance in local currency. Here you have to specify this sort key, and then field status group. Field status group you have to give G001, guys, G001. Okay, 001, and just save it. So now if I switch, look at here, TM03, two GLs are created, right? This is for bank, this is bank account, right? And here bank account means again only balance in local currency. The way I have created rent GL, in the same way bank GL also can be created. Okay, so now what next, guys? The next one is we have to post a transactions to check whether this configuration is done or not. So go to FB50 and post a transaction. For which company code, guys? TM03 is the company code. So give your TM03 and give a date, end of the year, right? Okay, so GL account here 1000, a debit and credit a particular amount we can enter. So same amount we can enter here, press enter, everything is fine, just save it, Control S. Look at here, correct the customizing setting, ledger for universal general, right? So when you get this issue, guide, what you have to do, it means now whenever you create a company code, the company code is having assignment with a leading ledger. That is a different concept, that is called parallel accounting. So now here, what you have to do, you just do one thing, go to SPRO, and no need to do anything, guys. Simply just come here, and steps I'm going to explain. Simply what you need to do. So financial accounting, global setting, right? For general ledger, global setting itself, and here ledger, then ledger again, and just execute this one. Define standard ledger. Look at here. Click on confirm. Okay. So click on confirm means now look at here, the company code TM03 3. Now assignment is going to happen with the leading ledger. Click on confirm. Now automatic assignment is now happen here open this once we open this settings. Now save it. Just save it. Okay. And then that's it. No need to do anything else, guys. Apart from this, simply that assignment is done. That's fine. Press enter. Okay, I'll just do one thing once again every 50 and give a date, GL account, then GL account here also, debit, credit, and amount. Here also amount. Press enter. Everything is fine. Just save it. Control S. So look at here. The transaction is posted. It means till here all the configurations are perfect, right? Now what we have to do? We have to perform account payable basic settings. So of course, like we have to set up the vendor. So for that, vendor master must be there. And here in S4 HANA, vendor master is going to be created with the help of in the form of BP business partner, right? So again, first of all, BP role is required. So BP role is already given by SAP. Standard BP role we are going to use. Okay, so these are the BP role for customer and these are the BP role for vendor. Now what next, guys? Then we have to define VP role grouping, whatever this roles are there, because multiple roles are there. So we have to group these roles. I'll just do one thing. Use SM path is also there, but I'll use this SM34 transaction code. Just use SM34 transaction code and give this. Okay. Click on edit. And here we can create a group, right? I have already created, I think, one TM01. TM01 is there. Yes, it is there. So I'll just do one thing. I'll copy this one and make it TM03. Press enter, copy all, press enter. So here if you check TM03, look at here role grouping. So these are the four, customer and vendor both are grouped together. Okay. You can copy if you have taken the same server access, then you can copy this one, or else like again you can do it manually also, right? Manually in the sense you can click on new entry, you can give this one, and then here under role grouping you can assign whatever the roles are there. These roles you can assign, right? Just save it. So TM03, that's my role grouping. Tata Motor BP group. I'll just do one thing here. TM03, right? So Tata Motor BP group, right? And I'll just do one thing. I'll give here BP, just copy, and BP group TM03. Okay, same thing I'll give here in descriptions also. That's it. Just save it. Okay, just save it. Okay, so this one is done, completed. Define number range for BP. So number range generally AA number range I have created already, but again somebody has made I think some changes here. So go to which transaction code, guys? The transaction code is BUCF. Okay, so go to BUCF. Here the number range is getting created for business partner actually. Okay, and then another number range also we have to create. That number range is for vendor supplier master. So click on interval, and here what is happening, guys? Look at here. Here I have created already one. Okay, I have created one. This double this plus is there na, that we can use. Because AA is already there, but this is already now somebody has made some changes here. Look at here. It is already the maximum number is utilized, isn't it? So better use this plus number range. Okay. So now here, so define number range. Already I'm going to use plus plus. Here I'll keep here plus number range. Define grouping and assign number range. So here SM30 and use this table. Okay, define grouping and assign number range. So grouping means which grouping, guys? BP grouping I'm talking about. BP grouping we have to define, and the number range, this plus 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 which we have created, that is going to be assigned here. So we'll do one thing, go to SM30 slash and SM30, and here give this table, click on edit, path is also there, but again um, now number range, right? So click on new entry guys, click on new entry, and here grouping I'm going to give TM03 itself. Descriptions if you want to give, you can enter like which one, TM0 BP group, BP TM03, okay, and number range here plus plus, press enter, just save it. Okay, so this is what we have done. Now there is mine TM03, it is done. Here also sort name also I'll keep the same here, sort name, that's fine. Okay, so this grouping is done. Now what next? Create a vendor account. Okay, sorry, create a vendor account group. Now, so this one we have done, like this grouping is for BP, business partner, and number range we have assigned. This number range we have created for BP, because when you create a vendor master guys, general data, at general data level, one number will be generated. So that number will be triggered by system from this number range, right? And then what is happening guys, at vendor master level, supplier master level, another number will be generated. So I'm going to give the same number. For that also there is a concept here that we are going to see here. So now create an account group here, account group OBD3, that is going to control the fields of supplier master. So OBD3, go to OBD3, and again it's taking time. Okay, what is happening guys? Yes, now it's open. Here just make it no, and click on inventory, and here also I'm going to give the same code TM03 itself, vendor for TM03. Okay, TM03. Okay, just press enter and save it, press enter. Okay, so this account group is created. What next? Create an account group that is already created, create a number range xkn1. So from this number range, what is happening guys, supplier master, in the sense vendor master, number will be generated. Go to xkn1, xkn1, and here, so here also what I have done guys, I have already created this plus plus itself, same number range I have created for vendor also, and same I have created for customer also. Okay, generally if you want to use a different number range, you can use a different number range, but generally what is the problem, then at general data, when you create a master data, let's suppose supplier master, when you create in the form of BP, so in general data a different number will be there, in the sense BP, you can say general data is nothing but BP, so at that level a different number will be generated. And in supplier master, what is happening guys, uh, what to say, company code data, right? There you will be finding a different number. I think you guys are not able to visualize the things which I'm explaining, but anyway, once we create the master data, you guys will come to know. So now here plus plus number range itself I'm going to use. Okay, so create a number range, I'm going to use this plus plus. Okay, a number range, since already it is changed during BP itself, so that's the reason, a common number range. Now what next? Now, so assign numbering to account group OBAS, right? So use transaction code OBAS and assign this number range here. Click on position, account group is TM03, press enter, and number range is plus plus. Just save it. There is another. Then create reconciliation account FS00. Yes, we have to create a reconciliation account. So what you have to do, go to FS00 and TM03, so reconciliation account, right? Click on create button. I'm going to use 2000. Okay, so here like balance sheet account, and then liability, and here account payable. Okay, click on control data. Simply reconciliation account type, vendor you have to select, right? Anything else, sort key you can select. Okay, and here reconciliation account. For reconciliation account, we are having field status group G067. Okay, G067. There is a sort key given by SAP for reconciliation account. Just save it. And so this reconciliation account is created. Okay, now what next? Okay, define number assignment direction BP to vendor. So we have to use this transaction code, master data synchronization. So if you perform this setting, then what will happen? Whatever number is generated for BP, the same number is going to be generated for vendor master also. So just copy here, use this transaction code, press enter, and here what we have to do. So okay, I think I have already done for TM01, TM22. It is there, no? Same numbers, right? But anyway, here this check mark is not there. But I'll just do one thing here. Click on inventory. Our BP group is TM03 and account group is also TM03. Press enter. So look at here. This is for BP and this is for vendor. And click on here same numbers. Okay, same number means whichever number will be generated for BP, the same number is going to be generated for vendor also. Just save it. Okay. Now, if you don't apply a check mark here, okay, and this check mark is applied. If you apply a check mark, you can apply a check mark only if you have used the same number range, right? If the same number range is there, then only. If your number range is different and here number range is different, then if you apply a check mark, system will throw error. Okay, in that case, no need to apply the check mark. At BP level, different number will be generated. For vendor master, different number will be generated. Okay, just save it. So this one is done. What next? Now we have to create the business partner. So we'll do one thing, guys. Just slash n and BP. Okay, so click on this organizations and here grouping, right? So what is my grouping, guys? That is TM3, TM03, this one, right? And then in this one we are having again here uh, for vendor, na? So vendor we are having which one? This one, right? FLVN FI customer, and this is like somebody had changed this I think name, right? Somebody has changed this name FLVN. So that's the reason here I have already specified the code so that you guys will not be confused. FLVN 00, that is for vendor master, and this is also for vendor master. This is for purchase organizations, right? So now let's suppose I'll just do one thing. So ABC Limited, and this is for TM03. Okay, again the same, I'll copy and I'll paste it here. Now look at here the required details we have to enter. Language we can enter here English, anything else, everything is fine. Yes, it is fine, right? Okay, then click here on company code data, and the company code data is TM03 itself, right? Press enter. Once you press enter, so now here the business partner number will be generated, and here what is happening, supplier master, in the sense vendor master number will be generated. Since we are using the same number range, right? Same number range means look at here, define number range for BP plus plus we have used the same number range, and for vendor also we are using the same number range. That's the reason what is happening, guys. Here in both Your BP also same number will be there, and for vendor also same number is going to be generated, right? Now reconciliation account, that is 2000, and anything else guys, then here payment transactions, you just do one thing, give standard payment terms 0001. That's it. Now apart from this, whichever nothing else guys. Now just save it once. Let's see. So look at here, business partner, this one is created, right? Look at here, the number which is generated here in business partner, the same number is generated here as a supplier master also, in the sense vendor master number is also same, and your BP number is also same, right? So what is happening here, whatever the minimum settings are there for account payable, that we have done, and BP is created. One more thing guys, we have to define a tolerance for vendor customer, so that is OBA3. This one also you just perform as a mandatory setting here, or else like system will not allow you to proceed further. OBA3 you can post, while posting a transaction system will throw error. So company code TM03, no need to enter anything here in group field. You can enter one small amount here, press enter and just save it. So whatever minimum settings are required, that settings we have done. Now just do one thing guys, just go for FB60 and post an invoice. So transaction code TM03, and this is going to be posted for which document type? KR document type. So what we have to do now, KR document type, first of all go to OBA7 transaction code, OBA7 transaction code, and check here against KR document type what is the number range, or is number range related issues will be there. So 19 is there, right? In that case what you have to do, either you create 19 number range 19 here, interval, right? You can create a number range 19, or else you can change that number range. Okay, so if you want to create, you can create. I'm going to use this 19 itself. Sorry, I'm going to use this. I'm going to change here and I'll make it 01. In the sense 01 itself, I'm going to use here. So again, there should not be any question why 01. Of course, in real time, we will be having multiple number ranges, right? But here, this is just for testing. So now I'm going to assign, I've assigned 01 here. I'll perform my testing with this number range itself. Okay, if you want to create a different, you can create a different. Okay, so now here once again FB60 because just now we have changed the number range, right? What is the supplier number? Supplier number, look at here, this is what the number we are having. Just control C. Now what is this? Just let me don't save. Okay, these are like, I was preparing the PPT, so I've written over there. Okay, so now here give the supplier number, the date, okay, and an amount, let's suppose worth of 2000. Here I'm going to use rent GL itself. Let's suppose rent related invoice I have received. Press enter. Everything is fine. Simulate and save. So look at here guys, now our transaction is posted. So now whatever the minimum basic settings are required in order to configure automatic payment program, those settings we have completed. This much setting you have to perform, and then after what is happening guys, we can start APP configurations. In next session onwards, all the sessions will be there, all the videos, all the lectures will be there on APP itself. Configuration, scenario, testing, multiple things are going to be explained.